Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and we are continuing our Confederate 1864 campaign on Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We just had a pretty good victory over here, the siege of Fort Jackson. I'm hoping that victory kind of stabilizes the line over here, gets some of the Union forces out, and dispersed a little bit so we can deal with them a little better. We do have 5th Corps and Department of West Virginia moving in to the area over here. We've got Jeb Stuart's Cavalry, 1st Corps. We've got the Department of West Virginia and Southwest Virginia. So hopefully at some point, I know the readiness right now is in the tank, but hopefully at some point they will get ready before the enemy comes. Over here we're facing a little tougher situation. We are getting pushed around pretty bad by the Union. I believe all of our armies are retreating down into the area of Atlanta. At least they were, but it doesn't look like they are right now, so we've got a pretty decent-sized force out here. Fortunately, so do the Federals. Joseph Wheeler's Cavalry Corps is could be in a little bit of trouble up in the Chattanooga area. We are still working on Corinth over here. Nathan B. Forrest is working to take Corinth. And other than that, I think that's about what we're going to do. I did have a request from a viewer for some specific unit commanders to join us. I'm going to see what we can do about adding them. I can find this unit here. Cavalry Corps. Guess I could always just click on them over here. There we are, right there. Let's take a look at you, General Maxey. Let's see if we can add. Actually, gonna move you. Yeah. Move Ford's Cavalry over. Join with them. Magruder's down to just under 2,000 men. We could look at adding another unit here, but we don't really have the recruits to do so. So we may have to wait for the 2 requested units, or commanders. I do know we have a few wounded commanders out in this army here. Take a look at that. Go through these real quick before we start the clock. We go. Now we have to replace him. I know he's not out in the Indian Territory or the Indian Brigade, but we're going to see what we can do about finding him. We're going to look for Tandy Walker. Let's click everything here. There's Ruggles. There he is. He's already assigned. Current command is the 2nd Indian Brigade. Alright, and the second one, Daniel McIntosh. I'm not even sure where he would be. Let's use the last name here. Oh, there he is, David McIntosh. I don't think that's the one you were looking for, Philip, but now we do need to replace our general here regardless, so I think Ruggles is going to be our new brigade commander. Got decent stats. We'll give Ruggles that. 44 days approximately for all of these units. 44 and 49, so we are still working on building up Lee's army here. We did strip him to deal with the Shenandoah Valley. Let's hit the play button, see what the Union forces over here do. There we go. All right. Looks like they are moving out a little bit. Got this one unit that's hanging tight in here. And let's see, 12,000 of the 18th Corps, 5,000, so 17,000 men are retreating out onto this little peninsula, followed by Army of the James. Let's add some men to the Fort Jackson garrison here. He's only got artillery. Add an infantry brigade to I guess it's not going to let me. You'd think it would just add a small brigade to the garrison there. Disaster at Shreveport Ferry. Shreveport Squadron in retreat. 1 ship lost. Not good. Okay. We really got to get our readiness up. We got Lee's army here. Still waiting for men. 2nd Corps under Ewell. We've got the Department of Southwest Virginia that could potentially move. Sixth Corps, 12,000. Just looking at who I might move. Let's get Jenkins in the Department of Southwest Virginia. Let's get him moved up to support this cavalry corps here. Got the 6th Corps right here, 14,000. Beauregard. Ransom's command with 5,000 men. It would be roughly an even fight. Let's move them up. Then we'll have Beauregard move up as well. Actually, kind of want you up front. All right, let's take a look at the western situation. We have here 4th Corps is pursuing Department of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Moving out to the west. Looks like we're Battle of Fort Hill. They've got 9 men, or 100 in the garrison. 974. Okay. Let's get you. You moved it right in there to Vicksburg. Thousand men under Magruder. Disaster at Fort Hill. That's not good. Somehow managed to lose that battle. Alright. Not sure why that would be, but the situation out here. All right, let's move up into down here. We get Polk moved up. Polk, Hardee. And Joseph E. Johnston. We'll get them all moved up. See if we can't spur an attack here. Do something about this. How is Forrest doing out in Corinth? Oh, they're slowly taking it. Okay, back in the east. Okay, Joseph E. Johnston is in contact with the enemy over here near the Chattanooga area. It looks to be fairly even, but we are going to be waiting for some of our units to get here, so let's get into the battle and see how we do. It's another Dalton, Georgia. Second Battle of Dalton, Georgia. 57,529 men under Joseph Johnston. Let's see what the Union has. 58,000. So our cavalry is going to bring us up to even odds. Looks like it's going to be a meeting engagement, so we'll see how we do once the battle gets started. Okay, so it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Main objective is Rossville Road up here. The Union has entry points right here. I think they've got their whole force on the field already. We, on the other hand, are going to be waiting 5 hours for Polk, 10 hours for Hood, and 1 hour for our cavalry corps to get here. I think the best way to approach is probably straight up the road. So we'll get everyone assembled over here. I may just wait until the rest of our forces show up instead of going in with what we have right now. Looking at this, they've got 50,000 and we've got 21, so I may just hold these guys in position, slowly move them up towards the objective until the rest of our forces get here. So I will be back with you once that happens. All right, everyone is on the field. It is the start of day 2. I've got Hood's Corps over here on our left. Got our artillery reserves right in the middle. It's not exactly the best ground for artillery. Lots of woods, so our artillery may be kind of useless. It looks like they're kind of dug in up here on this horseshoe ridge. So I've deployed Hardee's Corps up front with 21,000 men in a double line. I've got Polk behind him with 18,000. And I've got Wheeler's Cavalry Corps over here. What I was thinking I was going to do, just advance up onto Horseshoe Ridge. I don't really want to have my men attack up a hill, but that's where they're positioned. Don't really have much of a choice. And then I could move Polk get him into a position, kind of filling in the gaps as need be with our cavalry coming up on our right flank. May move them up to take the objective if nothing shows up there, but that's the deployment phase for day 2. There we go. They vanished. So God knows where they disappeared to. But we are going to get our forces moving. It's like they completely abandoned their position. This may actually make it a little easier to get my forces in the position that I want them in. It's going to advance up on the objective. I'm going to take it slow. Do it division by division. I forgot that the enemy also redeploys after my deployment phase, but all of my forces weren't assembled on the field at the time, so I kind of didn't have a choice. Let's move Polk, his whole... Just move them up slightly like this. Then we'll get our cavalry. Send them over here. We do have artillery with our cavalry, so that is a bonus. For artillery, we're going to wait a little bit and see where the enemy shows up. And then decide what to do with our artillery. Like I said, it's not really good artillery positions with all the woods. So once I sight the enemy, I'll get back to you. All right, on to day number 3. I spent the entire day yesterday chasing him, moving into position. Didn't see him at all. And now we are on to the 3rd day's deployment. I've got a fairly long line here. We're almost up on the objective, so I'm going to push play and see what happens. Looks like they're actually going to make their stand here. Somehow, both sides have taken casualties, even though we haven't exactly started fighting. So there's that. They're dug in along this ridge here, so let's start moving our units up. Kind of a weird position for him to be in, but whatever. Just get everybody moving forward. All right, we took the objective. Get our artillery right in this field here. Oh, there they are. Okay. Form up our line of advance right here for this group that's up on this hill. Walker. If you move up to this road. Edom follow suit. Claiborne, you do the same. I've got our cavalry in reserve back here, except for this one division that's out on our right flank. We're going to move you up like this. Try and not get my guys all bunched up together here. We do have a pretty solid line. Find a good place for my artillery reserve. They're behind the trees, so there's really no good place for my artillery reserve. Maybe over here. Curious where the rest of them are. Wish this had a tool like Steel Division and Regiments where you hit a button and you could see what their line of sight is. The yellow lines they're okay, but not exactly the best there. They do have the high ground. Nice looking map. Let's get moving, guys. It looks like they're dug in up here. Yeah, pretty sure of that. Moved up. right here, kind of act as a reserve. $3,200 men, wow. 126. Okay, start moving forward. Take cover behind that fence here. Okay, looks like they're starting to move forces down towards our left down here. Okay, they are coming from over here as well. Let's give the order to dismount. Okay, slow things down just a touch. Start moving forward. We're starting to engage. That's a good thing. First Brigade. Coming on First Brigade as well. I don't want you doing that. Just get into position. Don't go charging up the hill at him. Oh, I don't want you right up in their face. I do want you to come after these guns, though. Alfred Cummings has been wounded. Fantastic. Not entirely sure why you would do that. She moved up, slowly advancing our line. Right. Over here like this. Alright, so far we're not doing too bad up on our right. Cavalry is kind of holding their own up here. Artillery over here. Really wish they wouldn't do that. You could fire at them from right here. And we're gonna have you fall back, Archer. Wheeler's starting to move here. Where, though? Over here. Martin's division. come up here and start plugging the gaps up here. Have to bring Walker over to deal with this group. Actually, our cavalry's coming in to deal with this group, so... Start advancing on them. Keep moving. Have them fall back a little bit. I don't think the battle's going to be won on this side of the battlefield. Archer was wounded. Give the order to rally. He broke up there too. %1 to 4.9%. That's horrible. Oh, it's not going good. Got this mass of troops up here. The artillery out here too. Firing on the artillery. So annoying. These guys aren't even doing anything down here. Lewis was wounded in action. Gotta get French's division moving. I'll put them right in the path of this brigade here. We just completely melted away from over here. We can get you redeployed. You come over here. The off chance that they actually attack us over here. Johnson, rally your whole army, please. Men in 3rd Brigade. I didn't need these guys up here so desperately. We have to start pulling these guys back. Yep. Oh, look at this. New position right here. And you fall back. And you fall back. This whole division moved back. Some of these idle units actually doing something here. Lowry, we'll have Lowry come up and get this artillery here. These guys just don't want to move. Catching up on casualties here. Now it's starting to come down on our flank here. Men. You turn to face them. Let's get our guns up on the hill. What a mess. Hopefully cavalry gets in place in time. These guys aren't moving at all. Guys look like they're stuck in a swamp. Have to do this one at a time, get them moving. Let's see if we can do anything with our cavalry here. Don't need to move forward to fire on him. I don't think we broke one single unit of theirs. A bunch of them that are wavering over here. It's a detachment. Well, they're sending detachments up against us. Let's have you actually hit this artillery here. He moved up to do this one brigade at a time. He's moving, so it's a bonus, I guess. Get our artillery reserve up here, see if they can actually do something this battle. This force in the center is actually breaking. Of course, we got nothing up here. Let's have our cavalry dismount. You guys haven't moved at all. Oh, what are you doing back here? This is going to be a long episode. What are we sitting at now? 45 minutes just for the battle. Actually, I think I'm going to cut this episode here, continue the Battle of Dalton, the second Battle of Dalton in the next episode. We'll fight that to its conclusion. We got our cavalry moving in over on our left. We've had some success in the center here, where we managed to push back some of these units. If we can bring this force up, we might be okay. The problem is over here on our right. We've got this force to deal with up here, and these guys aren't exactly beating feet to get up there to help out. So if you like this episode, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts, tips, or advice, leave those in the comment section below. If you want to follow along through the 1864 campaign, and particularly the conclusion of the Battle of Dalton, see if I can pull this off. We've moved the bar a little bit, but we're still fighting at a disadvantage, so if you want to see if I can pull this off, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you for the conclusion of the second Battle of Dalton. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.